Yeah, I mean, it's a big win for Clay Chalkville. You know, I told them today, they didn't know about it, obviously, because we got put in AHSA jail a few years ago. So officially, I don't guess it's 100, but in my mind, you know, we went out, 130 or 140 times. That's the 100th win. So I was glad that this team got to experience that.
It feels great to be a part of the team that helped him accomplish a big goal in his career, and it feels good.
Absolutely, man. Just moving forward. I mean, what can slow this offense down? I mean, not stop it, just slow it down, man.
I feel like the only thing that can stop us is us. If we don't play to how we play, or we don't have the pace that we want to have, it's going to slow us down.
Every game is big. Every game we play is big. We just going to take it day by day. This next week, we playing Gardendale. And let's just put in work. Let's see what happens on the field.
Welcome back, and as we said before the break, Jerry Hood gets his 100th victory. Congratulations to him. He does it in fashion as Clay Chalkville just absolutely demolished Woodlawn, 72-6, Alan.
Well, it couldn't happen to a nicer guy than Coach Jerry Hood. He is one of the greats out there. He's a gentleman. He's just a great coach. He's a great friend, and he's good for our sport the way he does things. And so congratulations to Coach Hood on that, and really a game where Woodlawn was really never in the game.
Well, he did all he could to keep the score down. He pulled his starters at halftime. They were still up 50-0 at halftime. Just not a whole lot you can do. I mean, there's so much talent that Clay has. I mean, you can't say, guys, go out there and don't try to score.
Well, you can't, and especially when you pull your starters and you put those second-team guys in there, the guys maybe that's not getting as much playing time, they want to show what they can do, and they did not let up, and you can't blame them for that because, again, they're trying to impress their coach and their folks. So great win by Clay Chalkville, and they just keep rolling them up.
Yeah, it sounds like we say this every week, another blowout win for Clay Chalkville, but let's talk about their defense. Forces 7 straight 3-and-outs to start the game. Ty Pigram, again, off the hook, 11 for 13, 189 yards, 3 touchdowns by halftime. Ty Pigram, let's talk about him for a minute. Is it time for SEC schools to start looking at him? He's got one SEC offer, and that's Missouri.
Well, he certainly looks like an SEC player. I think maybe some get caught up with his size a little bit and maybe even his arm strength. But let me tell you something. This kid can play, and he's made a difference at Clay Chalkville, and he's played in some big-time football games. I believe he could. I believe he could play in the SEC.
I would totally agree with you there. Backup Darian Wilson for Clay Chalkville also had a nice game, 5 for 6 passing, 89 yards and a touchdown. So the future looks good there too.
Well, it does, and this young man is also a very good quarterback, and it was good for him. And I know Coach Hood wanted him to get some playing time, and he stepped up big in the game too.
All right, so next week, another huge game for Clay Chalkville. The region title will be decided as Gardendale comes to town. We've seen Gardendale this year. They gave Hewitt-Trussville all they wanted to early in the season. They're undefeated in the region. This is going to be a tough matchup for Clay.
Well, it is, and it's one that, really it comes down the way it should. You got really the best 2 teams coming to play for the region title Friday night, and this is a good Gardendale team. We've seen them a couple of times this year. And they can play, and this will be a test for Clay, and how fitting for it to be for the region title.
Absolutely. When we come back, we're going to talk about Pinson Valley, who also secured a playoff berth last Friday night. We'll be back.